All right, let's go. Man United 1, Newcastle 0, 03717 223344 is the number to call if you want to come on talkSPORT and have your say. And really, Carlton, the kind of big, I think, the thing that stood out to most people is Ruben Amorim, for the first time as Man United manager, started a game of football today with a flat back four. Dallo at right back, Shaw at left back, two centre-halves. He's gone old school, and he went with Dorgu playing right wing. And I have to say, based on the evidence, Carlton, of the first 45 minutes, they looked more compact, they looked more organised, and they just looked like they had much better control of the game of football.
Well, we know, about a year ago today, he's come out and said, I'm not changing my style. I'm not changing anything. This is how I do business. Everyone was saying, no, you got to play to the players. You got to set up to the players that you've got and what they're capable of. He's like, no, adamant, not going to happen. Now, when we saw the lineup today, we were all surprised, but we had an inkling because something was said, I think about a couple of weeks ago, that he might change because something to do with African nations and the players that he's got available. Well, mate, they showed that they can play with a four and build from there, and then you can change. But defensively, they looked better. They looked sound. And it looks like, to me, that now he knows he can trust his players in that kind of formation. He might want to go back into that. He tried to go back into his normal trusted, well, it's not trusted, is it? His normal, by his standards, trusted back three.
He took Casemiro off after an hour and brought on...
Casemiro looked very, very confused. So what are we doing here? And it just looked like they were on the back foot all the time and they was defending for their lives. One thing the Man United fans might look at and say is that we looked like a team again, defending as a team, holding on to the points and getting and seeing the job done. Although it was by the skin of the skin of the nose, they were hanging on. But I look at it and I think, let's see. But
Carlton, I can't believe it took Ruben Amorim a year to change formation. He's played the same system, the same formation, week in, week out as Man United manager for the best part of a year. It's never really worked. You've never really felt United control games, dominate games. And for the first time, he's changed formation, an extra body in midfield, a bit of natural width. Penny for the thoughts of Mbeumo and Ahmad, by the way, who are natural right wingers and haven't been able to play in that right wing spot. They go away to African Cup of Nations, and Patrick Dorgu gets given the place on the right wing. And again, no real surprise. When he made that substitution, took off Casemiro, he looked surprised. I looked surprised. You looked surprised. It felt a weird substitution, and no substitutions impacted the game. United sat deeper, but credit to Man United, they defended. I thought Martinez in heaven at centre-back were absolutely fantastic. Let's get then, Carlton, shall we, to the phone lines. It's a busy one this evening on the Sports Bar Weekender. 03717 223344 is the number to call. Colin is a big Man United fan. Colin, happy Boxing Day. Good evening, mate. You must be a very happy Manchester United fan.
Wait. Colin, you know the tradition. Come on, mate. You know what's going on here, Colin. What you drinking? What you smoking? Come on.
I've got a cigar tonight, mate, and a little Jack Daniels, and I'm very, 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 very happy. And Merry Christmas to you both.
Merry Christmas to you. So, what did you think of that performance? As Sam asked just now, I think it was quite good. It showed an all-round performance of solidarity and capabilities.
I'm confused, Colin, to be honest. We had 5 youngsters on the bench today, and to be honest, we looked pretty thin on the ground, but we played as a team, which is the first time they all dug in, the kids dug in and everything else. And I must admit, Newcastle must feel how we normally feel. We dominate the ball. We dominated Aston Villa, lost 2 goals, scored 1, and lost. And I thought, how have we lost that game? We lost that game because Euro didn't close down the lad for the 2 goals. But Newcastle must feel the same as us. But as a Man United fan, I am absolutely ecstatic about the fact that the coffee pot's on, and all of a sudden Amrin smelt it. He's gone, hello, hang on a minute, this is good. And the kids came on and absolutely did their business. Now, we're fifth, which is fantastic. Everybody said to us, you won't get proven ourselves. Well, look, Liverpool, you're below us. Tottenham, you're below us. Newcastle, you're below us. Blah, blah, blah. All these fantastic teams, Brighton and Bournemouth and everything else that they've been waxing lyrical about them, and Amorim can't do it. Well, no, because we're bloody fifth.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it at the end of the day. We've now got winnable games. Well, this is where we'll cock up, obviously, where we've got Burnley, Wolves, Burnley and Leeds. And, we should win them. Leeds is a tough game. Anybody that plays Leeds is a tough game. It's United and Leeds always goes back in history. So it's good. We're doing very well. Thank you very much. We may well end up in the top 6, which is what I think is absolute minimum. Minimum this year is top 6. Don't get top 6, then I'm sorry, Mr. Amorim, you got to go.
Ooh.
Why is that, Colin?
I didn't have that down. I had top 10, Coles. I had top. You finished 17th or 16th last season?
No, 15th last season. Carl, get it right.
All right. That's even better then, isn't it?
Look, top 10 is not good enough. Yeah. I'm sorry. You've seen what we saw today, where the young lads came on and they played for a shirt. That's one of the first times I've seen United do it this season. They absolutely ran the legs off. How many saves did the goalkeeper have to make? You tell me. Lemons did not make any saves. Newcastle must have felt like us. Yes, they had all the ball. Yes, they were throwing it into the middle of the area. Yes, he was catching them, or was going over the bar, or he didn't actually make too many world saves or anything like that to stop them scoring. And that's how United feel sometimes. We dominate the ball, and then we don't get it in the middle well enough, or there's nobody good enough. So today, we lost Mount at half-time, and who was influential. We're thinking that he's going to take the place of Captain Bruno until he comes back. But it looks now, if Mainu can get back in the team, get fit, get rid of that calf injury, then he's got a chance. And why not?
Yeah.
Colin, thank you very much for your call. Go and enjoy your cigar. Go and enjoy your Jack Daniels. It's Boxing Day. It's Friday night. The Sports Bar Weekender on Carlton. On in the background. That's a perfect Friday night, isn't it, mate?
Great Friday night, mate. Great Friday.
Colin, good man. Let's now head to George, another Man United fan. He's phoned 03717 223344. George, good evening, mate. How are you?
Yeah, hi, good evening. Not bad at all. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas,
to
mate.
You, George.
Look,
how are you taking in today's show? Are we on YouTube or are we just on the radio?
No, you're on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Old school.
Old
I like
school.
it.
Yeah, I love
Taking
that.
it back old school, George.
Yeah, old school. I've been supporting United for 60 years, and there's nothing there that I haven't seen before. And what my point is that all football fans are fickle. 1 minute, we're heroes. 1 minute, we're zeros. And they apply, and all my groups and whatever, they've all been saying about Dorgu and this United team and whatever. But look at, one little slip here, one little chance there can create a goal, and you can win a game. And they dug in today. They dug in really solidly, and the three centre backs, three, four,
Five
they all played solidly. And then look what happened. Dorgu has been really lambasted in my WhatsApp groups. It's just his crossing is not there, but. I blame Cunha as well we could have been comfortably 2 or 3-0 up when he could have crossed. The Dorgu was free, but he went for the shot or he went for a different angle or whatever, and he didn't cross the ball. And Cunha tried to be a hero. And this is all also without Bruno. The whole story has been about Bruno. But I've always said that, if somebody's not there, it doesn't matter. Somebody else has to step up. And they did today. And Mount had a chance, but he went off halfway. But others came in, others dug in, and look what happened. So, you don't know what can happen in the game. And in the end, did like your previous caller said, did Lemons have to make any real good saves? Not really. Not really. They hit the bar, so did we. Remember, Sesko had a chance. Sako had a chance, and he hit the bar. But they hit the bar, we hit the bar, but that's all part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, you guys had, an outstanding game all round. When I say all round, defending, attacking, controlling the game in parts. It was just when you went back to that back three, then Newcastle. Then Newcastle started to apply the pressure. You could see it was a dogged defending, but it showed that you can defend the lead. So it actually looks well. It looks good.
while I was watching this, you know, it reminded me of Brian Clough and George Graham days. You know, 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah.
1-0 to Forest. And that's what I was thinking when I was watching this game.
Yeah, old school.
You're thinking, they're pressing, but it doesn't matter. As long as you win, you win. You win a game.
Yeah.
If you don't, you know, there's an old adage Brian Clough once said many years ago. If you don't let in a goal, then you can't lose.
It's simple.
And it's simple football.
Yeah.
But there you are. And you know, the other day, God rest his soul, John Robertson passed away. You know.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
he
of course.
passed away. And I remembered him in the Forest days and when they won the European Cup. I mean, we won the European Cup in our way. I've seen relegation. I've seen hooliganism. I've seen caged-in supporters. I've seen promotion. I've seen Champions League. I've seen it all.
How old are you, may I ask?
67.
Okay, yeah.
Sounding good for 67, George.
You're well weathered. You're well weathered. You understand what it is to be Manchester United.
I remember driving 4 hours, 5 hours, parking the car, joining the queue to buy a ticket, and then getting into the ground.
What's that? What's a queue? What is that?
Exactly.
George, this man Carlton Cole's queued for nothing in the last 10, 15 years.
That's in the days when we had rattles, you remember?
Yeah. Raffles. Oh, my gosh.
The rattles.
Oh, rattles. No, I don't know what that is. What's that?
You know that the thing you twirl around and it makes a noise?
Oh, yeah.
Rattle.
Do you know what that is? You know the thing that goes like that?
Spin it and it makes loads of noise.
They only come out for the World Cup nowadays.
I thought you said raffles as well, to be fair,
They only come out for the World Cup nowadays, mate.
Exactly, yeah.
George.
At Euros.
Yeah.
George, thank you so much for your time, mate. Enjoy the rest of your Boxing Day. Thanks for the call.
Right, thank you very much. Okay.
So Manchester United beating Newcastle then by 1-0 in the Premier League. Manchester United 5th in the table, level on points with Chelsea. And I think the sort of general feel from that game, Carlton, first half positive, change of formation, looked much better. But then Ruben Amorim once again changed the system in that second half. And I think his in-game management I think often can be poor. And I think today was a good example of taking off Casemiro, bad decision, taking off Šeško, bad decision, change of formation, and it allowed Newcastle back into the game, and it allowed Newcastle control once again of the football match.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you there. He's very confident when he's wrong. And that's what...
He speaks with conviction, doesn't he?
It makes me believe in him as well. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It makes me believe it. And listen, at the end of the day, he's got it right today, whatever you look at, however you look at it, because he's won the game. And that's what it took for him to... If that's what it takes for him to win the game, then so be it. Although I think it could have been a lot easier, but he likes a battle, though. You can see he loves a battle. He's a stubborn guy, and he thinks he knows what he's doing. So you've got to leave him to it, and hopefully it comes good for him.